Hello, everybody. Welcome to my hobby. So I'm going to be discussing the Silencer 16. This came out. What month is this, May? It came out in April. So the Silencer came out. It was the new age of heroes. It came out right after Dark Knight's Metal. I believe all of these are canceled now. This one's canceled next issue. Sideways was also canceled, like at issue 13, 11, 12, 13, somewhere in there. Except most of them weren't very good. Silencer and Sideways, those were the two really good ones. Unfortunately, oh man, I'm always noticing little things on my comics that I don't like. Little crease here, just the whiteness on it. Anyway, so this comic is canceled. This comic is good. I actually didn't read this from the beginning. It was issue number 8 that I bought. Because issue number 8 had a cover I liked. And then I just started reading it. It started out with John Romita Jr. drawing it. The basic story is pretty much your basic action story. There was a former person who had a previous life. The life involved her doing certain things and having a certain skill set. If you've ever seen Commando or Taken or Rambo or Escape from LA, this comic is very much like that. So there was this character, Honor. She was previously assassin for Talia al Ghul. Her ability is to create silence, ring of silence around her, so she's very stealthy. And she's got this nanotechnology suit on. When she got out of the biz, the assassin biz, she formed a family, as you can see here. And then eventually Talia came knocking, looking for her to get back into it. This would make a really cool movie. This comic book would make a great movie because it's just action. It's action-packed. And issue 16 is incredibly action-packed. Since it's being canceled next issue, this is very much like the climax of a movie. The stakes are really high. She was sent to kill her, and this character is like a character that can they're like the Vision. She can change her density. She can become tangible and intangible, and by doing that she could also read other people's minds if she gets inside them in an intangible fashion. So she knows all about Honor Guest, and she knows about her family, and she's going to her family's house to kill him. Stakes are high, and this comic in particular is just full of action. There's a lot of great art, but a lot of it's called the Silencer. Her ability is to silence, so it's all action. The Smoke character is just on her way to Honor's house to kill Honor's family. Talia al Ghul. So Talia al Ghul actually thinks that she was successfully able to swipe the Silencer's memory, which didn't work out. So Silencer is just, pretending to be this mindless assassin for Talia until she can figure out a way to stop her. Because Talia is, of course, threatening her family with death and harm if Silencer doesn't obey. But this is great action. The Smoke chick, this is an interesting character. I like her design. She's like a weird Tim Burton type villain. Reminds me of girls I went to high school with. But she steals a car. A chase ensues. You get this great action scene where the Smoke character runs into a tanker and there's an explosion and a car accident. And I'm looking forward to this. I need to go back and read some Snyder Batman comics. I gotta go back and brush up on my Batman. I need Batman comics. If anybody wants to suggest really good Batman stories, not like The Long Halloween or Dark Victory or Arkham Asylum. I've read the trade paperbacks, of the Grant Morrison stuff, like the whatchamacallit, miniseries. Suggest storylines within the continuity of Batman. For a while there, I was getting the Tom King Batmans, but I didn't like them. Every once in a while there was a good one, but then it was just kind of lame. But I'm looking forward to this Snyder and Capullo. I remember Capullo on Spawn back in the day. I really liked his artwork. So I'm looking forward to him doing this, those guys. But anyway, look at this action. Look at this art. I like this art. It's interesting to look at. And this character is just kind of a badass. Look at that. Coming out of the fire there. She's intangible, so when she's intangible, she can't be hurt. And she's just kind of all powerful. And of course, you know, they're talking about the stakes and what's going on, and Talia knows that she's pretending and like she's going to be after her, and the Smoke character's after her family, and if she doesn't, you know, and she's disobeying orders to return to Talia, she's going to go save her family. So there's these two guys which have been in a couple of issues. I assume they work for Talia al Ghul, but I'm not really sure. I don't think it was ever established. It's just maybe they're also friends of the Silencer, possibly. But I don't know. I don't think it's established. Then again, I read these on a monthly basis, so there's a month between issues. But this character, Smoke, shows up, whoops the asses. To get guns, she asks questions, and then these guys call on her guests, the Silencer. They call her husband to warn her that Smoke is out to get him, and they set up that the Smoke character is outside, and like she's coming. He hears somebody coming in, and who is it? It's Silencer. She's shown up to protect her family. This is very much like an old school action movie. Well, like a regular action movie. If you watch action movies, they're all kind of the same. But I like this kid's room. This kid's really into superheroes. He's got a bunch of Green Lanterns, a Green Lantern poster. He's got Superman, a bunch of Superman stuff, Batman there. And I think he's reading The Hobbit to him, because he says, and then the dragon says, but it's my gold and you can't have it, because his dad's reading him a bedtime story. So I think he's reading him The Hobbit. I like this picture. It's very symmetrical, this final concluding picture. There was also an episode of, an issue of Venom that ended like this, where Venom's supposed brother is hiding in a broom closet, and his abusive father is standing in the doorway, and the light's hitting him with the shadow over him. But I really like this series. It's sad that it's being canceled. The next video I'm going to do is going to be the last, issue 17. But this was good, and the art's cool. I liked this issue the whole way through. It really is too bad that this is being canceled, but there's so many like bad comics on the shelves that just waste space and time and all that stuff. And I don't know why this book didn't find an audience. It's very strange. Maybe did DC not market it enough? Was it just not interesting? Do people not want to go out and buy it? I noticed that they raised the price to $3.99. I mean, if you want to know why some comic books don't sell, it's probably because the price is that much. Comic books should be cheap. You know, they're kind of leftovers from the pulp age, and they should be something quick, you know? They should be something that's like next to the register or on the newsstand, and you just grab them. They cost like $1, maybe $1.50, you know? And they're just quick. They just give you action, they give you drama, they give you sex, they give you romance, they give you all thrills, spills, chills. They give you all the things that you want in a small, tiny package cheaply. And that's changed over time. Now comic books are gotten kind of expensive. Like, you know, they've upgraded to all this nice paper. But you know, comic books were selling better back in the day when they were just newsprint. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need for such grandiose ostentation. Granted, grandiose ostentation in relatively speaking terms. I mean, it's a comic book. It's not, you know, a grand gala. But anyway, the Silencer, the new age of heroes, which has effectively died after a year. But yeah, good comic book. If you can go out and find the old ones, do it. And look for Sideways also, if you can grab those comic books, because that was a good storyline. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, which is called Comics TV now. I had a previous name for it. I changed the name, but I also got two other channels. One is called Video Games TV, which used to be called The Real Fuzzy Pickles. Go find that and subscribe to it. I talk about video games on it. Obviously, it's called Video Games TV. I also got another channel where I put up my film work, because I make movies and I talk about movies, and it's called Strange Cities TV. So go check that out. Anyway, thank you. Bye-bye.